the virtual network in place, let's create the network attachment definitions and the pods that will go into those two respectively. First, we're starting off here with the SRIOV type of network attachment definition, but we're specifically binding it into the same characteristics like VLAN 3, virtual network net 20, and the telco namespace that we had used in the previous video for our virtual network. And when we use the non-SRIOV type of network attachment definition is a regular CN2 type, and we've got the same things like the same net20 virtual network that will associate it with the same CN2 virtual network. And we've created those things. Those are very quick to create. And we'll look at the pod YAML here for the SRIOV pod first. Note the annotation at the top, which is mapping it to the SRIOV net20 network attachment definition. We'll go and create that pod. After a few seconds, this looks like 37 seconds at least, we've seen that it's up and running. And by that time, all of the automation has already happened inside of Apstra thanks to this CN2 Apstra plugin. The leaf here that's associated with the server and the port on that leaf has now been bound into that virtual network that was created in Apstra previously. That's going to associate it with the right virtual network. Now, we're looking at the non-SRIOV pod. It's going to be bound into the non-SRIOV net20 network attachment definition. No SRIOV configuration here because this is just a regular old pod. They're going to be in the same namespace and the same virtual network. So they should be able to talk to each other. And as we wait for this to come up, let's look more closely at the configuration for these two network attachment definitions. They both use the CN2 IPAM, so they're going to get IP addresses from the same range. But the network attachment definition for the non-SRIOV pod and the SRIOV pod have different CNI types. Here you can see the CNI type SRIOV for the SRIOV NAD, and for the non-SRIOV NAD, you see CN2.